Episode 727. Now, no tape on the ends. Yeah, I think I did this. I think when I this is one of the what'll happen every once in a while. I mean, if mostly with customer wrap penny rolls is that especially if they're older, um, they'll break. Sometimes the pennies will come get spilled out, and that's what happened with this one. Um, Yeah, you can see it here. Even right went right through the whole thing. I think this one they all came out, and I ended. Ooh, wow! Look at look at all of this copper, man. That's crazy. Oh, but there's got to be at least 15 copper pennies in here. I'm telling you. If there's 20, it would not surprise me. And look at this. The first one we look at, it's not copper, it's a zinc. But what a beautiful zinc. Is this copper? No. What a tremendous is that a die? Oh, with a die crack? Oh, we got it. I have to weigh this. I have to wait. This is going to be a long video. Buckle up, buckaroos. Buckle up. We just got to make sure everything's correct with the weight. Yep, a little bit low actually. Okay, no problem. Let's look at that die crack. Nice. Sometimes when you got die cracks, what's that? Look at that on the E. Oh man. Sometimes when you got die cracks, there's some movement in which of course would mean mechanical doubling. All right, so on the E, O-N-E, in the middle E, look at that. Let me look at that under the loop real quick. That's crazy. And part of the reason I look for it is because of the condition of the coin, right? That is bananas. Hard to tell. I got to be honest with you, hard to tell. I would really want to see that. Oh, there's two die cracks. There's three. Oh, there's tons of die cracks on this. There are multiple, and it can. So, anyway, we're spending way too much time, but this one has there's a die crack. There's a die crack there, and there. So that's rare. And the E, I mean, again, is it a double die? I don't know. I don't know what all those die cracks mean, and I don't even know what that little extra blip on the serif means. Probably nothing. But the die cracks and the coin's in great condition. It's probably like an MS62 or something. So very nice. So we have our first valuable coin, and here goes another nice zinc cent, another 83. Not as nice as the one before that, and it has some environmental stuff going on. But it's kind of shiny, so all right. No copper yet. Is this our first copper? No, it's not. Oh, an 82. It might be. I have to weigh it. I have to weigh it. It's the only way to know. 314. Okay, it is copper. So we have an 82 though, so it's not a regular. It's not a regular coin. So the special only the coppers go here, then the special coins go to the side. This is how I let you in on my little secret. Another 83. Weird. Weird. All these 83s is odd. That's our first non-important zinc. Another 83. Okay. Has a die clash. But I don't like the condition of the coin. The die clash is a little weak. So I will not hold on to this. All right. So I think they've all been like 83s. Here's our first copper coin. Wow, beautiful. Look at the polishing lines. Look at those lines. Wow. That is nice. That's a nice first copper. That's a nice second copper. What do you think? Another 83? 84 with a crimp roll mark and a really nice looking ridge ring. That's a nice looking ridge ring. I hardly ever hold on to ridge rings. If there was one I was going to do it with, it'd be this one. I'm not holding on to it. Let me look at the reverse. How is it a shiny? Oh yeah, it's a shiny. I'll hold on to it as a shiny. What's the other one? The other one was an 83 shiny also. Okay, so we got some shinies. We have some shinies. We got everything in here. We got copper. Another nice 1980. You got to wonder if this person was a penny roll hunter. Just really, really odd. And that was an oddball penny wrapper also. I don't know if you noticed that. Misaligned die, serious misaligned die. I'm going to talk for a second about these misaligned dies. Look at the eye. I don't know if that's extra thickness or not. I don't think so. It does look twisty. All right, it looks like a hit mark on it. It could be anything. Who knows? How about the reverse? Verse is also misaligned, so that means it is now considered off-centered. If the reverse is misaligned, and it's not very off-centered, but so very quickly, I guess because they're not. Look at this. I can't even get through a sentence. It is this. This is either a wicked 83. I can't even tell. I think this is an 83, 85. Wow, man. Tell me that doesn't look like a special strike. A special strike reverse. This person must have collected coins or something, man. Because this is not normal. 84 misaligned die. And die clashy. It's a little dirty. This one's worth clean. I'm gonna put it with the other one that was misaligned die. So, and another misaligned. Nah, man. I'm telling you. I think this person was a penny roll hunter, and they just brought their coins back. Another misaligned die. So, now that they're not making pennies, I picked up a few. What do you think? Copper? Who says copper? I say copper. Yep, 80. Another 82. Yeah, I think this was a penny roll hunter. Penny roll. That's why there's so much copper in it and so many cool looking coins. Somebody put their cool looking coins to the side where they found like every one of these coins has something. Look, the scratches on it has something interesting on it. Yeah, that could be a braided right there. That's most likely a braided. Look, almost all the coins I have. Look, almost all the coins I have here are interesting. These are the only. Even those could have something on it, and I still put it. I just can't have all 50 pennies and 50. I mean, I would if I had to put them into all 50 coins, put them into flips, but these are the only non like special coins there. Look at this. That's a nice looking 61. And I'll be honest, it looks cleaned. Looks like somebody might have wiped it or cleaned it. So looking at pennies recently, and you know what's selling. Yeah, every one of these coins has something on it. This has die clash. It has polishing marks. It's in beautiful condition. Crazy, man. Wow. Um, I noticed that, and I'll even look it up. This is gonna be a long video, so screw it. Whatever it is, what it is. I'm not gonna cheap you guys out on my thought process. So let's look at Miss. I'm gonna look for misaligned die pennies. Sold. Misaligned die penny. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to. That's pretty cool looking. I'm gonna go to sold, and we'll go to. Okay, look at this. I'm gonna pause this for a second, and I'll bring it to the screen. So these are the sold, right? Sold. It's green. You see the letter is green. It's sold. I can go out a little bit, drop more maybe. Okay, 84 results. You can see it says 84 up here. All right, and this is recent. Well, it's semi recent. $6, 41, 50 bucks, $8, $8, $13. Misaligned die obverse, 62 red. He might have paid more than 20. He probably paid more than $20. This is the problem with the grading. Now, and it's a 97. Now he was probably hoping for a 67, right? So maybe again, so that's part of what happens. You know, you hope for a 67, it comes back a 62, and you got yourself a $10 coin. Meanwhile, you could have sold it for $5 on eBay, but you paid between shipping, insurance, back and forth, and God forbid you did any extra services. You could have paid 50 bucks to have this graded, so you got screwed. Now, if this was an MS67, it might have been a 200 or 300. So it's a gamble. If you're a gambler, all right, this one's a buck. It's not misaligned die though. Maybe it is. It has some ridge ring. Someone still bought it for $1, $10. All right, this one's auction. Hey, they just get away in the auctions, but in the buy it now, you're gonna get a few bucks. Yeah, the auctions, you're gonna lose money on auctions. 49 cents, 19.8. You're gonna lose money on the auctions, man. Look at this one, an 83, like the one we got. $30, bro. Even if he got $10 for this, who cares? That's 10 bucks. So look, the next one's 9. It is a 21S. It's pretty cool. But look, this is a great example. No, it's got other stuff. Even looks like it has die clashes, and the reverse is not misaligned at all. Yeah, you see the die crack, just like the one we have with the die crack. All right. Anyway, let me pause for a second. So misaligned dies, they're selling, man. They are selling. So those misaligned dies we found, I'm gonna get $1 or $2 for each one of those. I'm telling you. I just want to show you. Oh, so here goes one. This one, all right. So the other one we found was great. This one. Oh, was it this one? Look at them. They got no rim. Both of these are good. Yeah, somebody. This is somebody. Look, this one's great. This looks just very similar. This one here looks very similar to one I sold for $30 on eBay. I mean, he could have took 10. This one's slightly misaligned. But still, it's misaligned. On both, and the reverse is misaligned too, so it's off center. It's slightly misaligned on the reverse. I'm putting that with the other ones. These misaligns are selling, man. If you can get $2 for a penny, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. If you can get $2 for a penny, that's a big deal. Yeah, this is gonna be a half hour. Here goes another Yeah, this is somebody's coin collection. Another misaligned die in nice condition. I'm putting them all together. What's this, an 83? What do you think, copper? Could be copper. I don't know. I can't tell. 82. You see? I got to weigh it. I got to weigh this. I can't tell what it is. 309. All right. I thought it was copper. The 82 is a transitional year. I think it's the only transitional year. For pennies, right? I think nickels, you got some. I don't know. I don't know anything about other denominations. So let me shut up on that. I have no idea. For some reason, I feel like there's some nickels or quarters that have both. And I'm not talking about the S's or the proofs. I know that some S's and proofs are copper, are silver. But I think there's some nickels or not dimes, nickels or quarters that have like some, you have to check sometimes they're, oh, it's a red one. It's really, really red. No value. Believe it or not, it's not red enough. There's some that are so red. I mean, you can sell anything, man. It doesn't matter. I shouldn't say no value. Another misaligned die. Yeah, this is their misaligned die collection. Somebody sent them misaligns in 83. I knew it. That's all they got. 83s. They're looking for 83s. What's the error on 83? They're looking for the copper? What's the error on the 83? 19. I know there's the one you're looking for the copper. That's like $1 million. 1983 penny error. List. Okay. Yeah, the rare copper planchet, and there's a double die, and there's two double dies, and a die break. Is the die break this varieties and die? Oh, so there's a die break. Oh, die. Okay, so the die break is also known as a die crack. Okay. Wait. So hold on a second. Which one was that? That was the 80. That's this one right here. It's the first penny we looked at. This is one for all the die. Isn't this the one with all the die cracks? Yeah. And it's funny that it. Okay, so let me. I don't want to go. I'm not going to go too deep on it unless it is it. 1983 penny. Oh, look at that. There's a bunch of YouTube videos on this. All right, there was an 83 DDR, $25. Ah. Okay. All right, somebody has one for $5. It has a big hole in it though. It's super demoed. All right, so that is a valuable coin. All right, I don't know how valuable it is. I have to do a little bit of a deeper dive on it. I'll put that. We got some damaged pennies here too. I'll put them together. There's so much good stuff in here. So somebody said that's it. You know, they did their, oh, what's this? Somebody did, see, they're all special. Every one of these coins has something on it that's interesting. The person is somebody's. They might have did a crazy cleaning on this. See how it is? They might have cleaned this, or is that rust? It looks like rust. By the way, a rusted copper penny is a mint era. Oh yeah, there's rust on this one. It looks like rust to me. But we have to weigh it. That means it has an improper mixture, and it might have too much. Oh, it might, some of the steel shavings might have fell into the mix. That's the only thing that could rust is steel. No, it's 3.1 on the nose. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. It's very slight. But you can see the rust there. Copper doesn't rust. Something on the surface. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen some rustier ones, but it isn't. It is a mint error if there's rust on the copper. Look at this beauty. Yeah, this is this person's. We got somebody's coin collection. For shizzle, minizzle, for shizzle. Whatever the hell that means. Another 82. Yeah, yeah. Something wasn't making sense. I was like, what are all these 83s doing in here? What are all these coppers doing in here? Look at this. Look, another one, and another one, and another one. Yeah, nah, 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 nah. You know, I was born at night, but not last night. Remember that one? That's an old one. I was born at night, but not last night. I had a friend that used to say that all the time. I was born at night, but not last night. Anyway, if you come from Brooklyn, everybody has a little stupid thing they say. Crazy misaligned die. This is a $5 penny. That's a $5 penny. Almost no rim. And what is that? Is that just dirt? Yeah, that's damage. Damn. Too bad. Nice. Yeah. Too many misaligned dies for this not to be on purpose. Too many. Too many. A lot of shiny pennies too, man. A lot of shiny pennies. No wheat cents though, right? Nah. See, the wheat cents, you never find wheat cents in these customer wrap rolls that came from like somebody. You know what I mean? Because either they sold them or they gave them away, but they won't send the wheat cents back to the bank. They know enough not to do that. Another misaligned die. It's not. It's not. It's a little weak. Look at that. I'm so spoiled already from finding so many misaligned dies, and it has a die clash on reverse. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty weak. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Super crazy. Dun, 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 dun. Ton of copper. I didn't even collect it, man. I mean, didn't even count it. Excuse me. There's so much copper in here. Another misaligned die in very nice condition. Wow. All of these have to go into flips. They're all $5 pennies. Now this is a zinc and another 82. That's what I'm saying. Too many 82s, too many 83s, too many misaligned dies, too much copper, too much everything. This is definitely somebody's penny collection. Again, almost all the pennies are special. Look, this is all we found that I have is not special. These, and even those I had to be like, I had to think about it. I was like, I can't just put everything into a flip. Another 82. So this happens every once in a while. A lot of people, a lot of those customer wrap penny rolls, another copper penny. A lot of the penny rolls that you find from the bank, not a lot. I shouldn't say a lot, but it's more common than you would think. You know that you're gonna find penny rolls from the bank, but you can't anymore. There's no more such thing as getting penny rolls from the bank. But this one here, it appears to be wow, another beautiful 82. It appears that this was somebody's coin collection, non-wheat coin collection. Nice 81, just jam packed with copper pennies and beautiful zincs. What's this being 83? I told you, yeah. They were looking for, they held the 83s. Now, this is what happens, right? And I noticed this with the comments people leave, and they'll leave the same comment over and over again, which is okay. I don't mind. But certain coin collectors get stuck on a certain year and a certain type, and you'll notice that they're like super into 83s, looking for that. They're super into 82s. They're super into the double ear 97s, the 2015, whatever it is. Another misaligned die. And they'll penny roll hunt hard on, and they'll buy like rolls of 1983s looking for and that's it. So when they send it back to the bank, excuse me, when they send them back to the bank, you'll find a bunch of those years because they were hunting an era in that year. Okay, so another copper paint. How much copper do we got? It's ridiculous. This is all copper. It's all copper. I would say we got too many. We got the 82s. We got the misaligned. I think there's about 40 copper. 40. Those aren't copper there. There's about 10 zincs, about 40 copper pennies. So obviously it's somebody's coin collection. So that's virtually impossible to have 40 copper pennies in a penny roll. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Super, super cool. I had a lot of fun doing it. Hopefully you all clicked the like and subscribed already. Special thanks to my members for giving that extra support to the channel. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. God bless. This is episode 727, and I see you in episode 728.